Hi, this is Scooby Rogers, and thanks for watching my channel. Subscribe. Hopefully I'm going to start doing more videos. It's going to go from product reviews to just anything. So today I'm messing with my 05 H2 Hummer, and there's a lot of videos. I don't say a lot. There's some videos online that shows you how to pull this off and stuff like that. My water pump. I put a piece of wood here so it's easier to walk across and stuff. Anyway, so I already took the pump out. One thing that every video I've seen or what have you, everybody says, oh, well, just take a crescent wrench onto the back side of the clutch plate and put it on the nut, put a little tension on your tensioner, and you could just hit it with a hammer and it'll come right off. No, that doesn't work for everybody. So for those of you that are like me and realize, hey, this doesn't work all the time, you might want to know the way that I did it. So what I did was I took all the bolts out of the water pump. I put a pry bar right in here to keep the water pump up against the wall of the engine. Disconnected all my hoses since I could not get it loose. It kept slipping on the belt. So there was no way to get a pry bar in there or anything. So obviously this is broke. Need a new one. Anyway, so there was no way to get it off. It kept slipping on the tensioner, the pulley here, everything. So it would not cooperate. So what I did was I took this nut, or this bolt out. This bolt out. This will pull all the way out. However, you've got the fan and the clutch plate in there still. So I took I think it was a 13 millimeter, and took the 4 bolts off of the fan. That did not bring the fan blade off. All that did allow me to do was move it back and forth so I could get to the 3 bolts that would go in here, the 3 bolts here. That way it just really let me access the water pump. Then I pulled the pry bar off. Everything came loose. After everything came loose, I wiggled it out of the left side of the engine. Okay, so it does fit the fan, the everything. But I had to grab this as I pulled upward on this. This is only connected, this shroud. It only clamps down in here on the left and on the right. It just sits down in there in a groove. I don't know if you can see it down there. Right here, it sits in a groove on both sides, and it has a nut on both sides. You disconnect the nut, this lifts up and out. However, you can't lift it up and out because the whole water pump and fan and blade and everything is in there. So once you have everything disconnected, if you grab the pipe and the shroud at the same time, everything will lift up and out to the left side looking at it from here. So I hope that helps everybody. I'm going to try to splice these videos together, I guess. After you pull the water pump out, what I did was I clamped vice grips on here, since this is bad anyway. Then I took and put my wrench on here and banged it with a hammer, so it's so much easier to deal with off. This is $45. This you have to replace anyway, so you might as well just get a new one since you're getting a new water pump. So